Here's what you need for a quick dry clean of a leather boot. A paper towel, a cotton, linen, or microfiber towel, a brush, and some leather conditioner. Now my first step is going to be to wipe off the boots with a clean paper towel and see what kind of residue we have. I do see a little bit of dirt and grime, so we're gonna dampen a towel. We're not gonna get it sopping wet. This is just barely damp. I've seen videos of people just soaking leather with saddle soap, dish soap, when most times it just needs a surface level damp towel to clean it off. Another benefit of a damp towel is you won't have to sit and wait for the leather to dry overnight. Typically, if you get leather soaked through, you'll have to wait overnight for it to dry before you can continue cleaning and conditioning. You can see the damp towel pulled up a lot more dirt and residue. We'll do the same on both boots and finishing on the rubber outsole. Now for the rubber, you can get more water. It's not as delicate as the leather. Now while the leather is still slightly damp, I'll take a new portion of the paper towel and check to see if we have any additional grime or dirt. Now the final step before conditioning is to use a brush. I prefer a horsehair brush, but whatever you have on hand, to really get into the stitching and crevices of your leather. Wiping your boots down with a damp cloth and doing a brush is a great way to keep them clean between conditionings. Now there are some leather conditioners that will not darken leather. I'd recommend those more for nubuck leather or suede. Because we have dark spots and light spots, I'm going to use a leather conditioner that will darken the leather overall and help blend in any of these areas. For this, I'm using Leather Honey. If you'd like to pick up some of your own, there's a link for it in the description down below. I like to warm up the leather before I apply the leather conditioner. This will help the conditioner absorb better into the leather. You can do that by placing the boot next to a window with some indirect sunlight coming through it, but never use a blow dryer or direct heat. When I use a leather conditioner, I always start on the back of the boot to do a blend test to see what it's gonna look like. And we're looking pretty good so far. We're gonna work in a few areas at a time, never applying the conditioner directly to the leather, always putting it on an applicator like a cloth, a sponge, or even a brush first. Now Leather Honey suggests at least 2 hours for the conditioner to absorb, but I would just leave it on overnight. It's crazy what difference a little bit of conditioner can make on an otherwise old and beat up looking boot. Now something I would never suggest is shining your boots with a tinted shine like a brown. That's just going to keep your leather from being able to breathe, and it will dry it and crack it much faster.
Now it's time for a little before and after.
For a $12 pair of boots, these cleaned up quite nicely. And although Wolverine boots aren't a high demand brand, I'm sure I could probably get $30 or $40 for these boots on Facebook Marketplace. And that is a quick condition and quick flip of a pair of leather boots. Please consider subscribing to EDC Vibes for more, and I'll see you next time.